let's move on. We got the NFL Sunday Week 12 recap. Boomy, do you get the games for us?
I sure do, buddy. We'll start in Atlanta. The Atlanta Falcons absolutely
Unbelievable.
embarrassed.
I had
Of course they would.
the Raiders were the last part of a 3-team parlay I had. And I thought,
And
oh,
they
yeah, the
were
Falcons,
my
no
pick
way.
in our TCF parlay, so that was a really great pick
Yeah,
on
and it's
my
one of those
end.
things, like, even, I don't know, a little bit into the third quarter, I'm like, okay, the Falcons can still blow this. And then, I mean, the Raiders couldn't do anything.
Nothing. Absolutely
Talk about one of those games that just absolutely rips apart teasers. Shout out Pico. I'm sure he had them anchored in a bunch, but
yeah,
it's one of those. It's a game you just did not see coming.
Raiders at Falcons, only 3.5. You could tease it down to maybe 1 or 2 or pick them or whatever.
Flip it the other way.
Yeah, and then boom, they can't even. They get beat by what, 30?
37.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, 43-6 is the final there. That's bad.
Because they weren't in prime time. It's not Gruden in prime time.
That's true. That is
or
true.
In Vegas.
That beautiful stadium.
It is.
Bills hold off the Chargers 27-17.
Just
man,
awful,
the Bills 8-3.
Awful, like third, fourth quarter. They had a lot of interceptions just back and forth.
Yeah, they combined for 21 points between the two teams in the second half. Turnover after turnover, just back and forth. Like, a lot of turnovers, there's points. There were no points for a long stretch there in that second half. Yeah, that's a killer for any over. I don't know if that one did. I don't know what the 51.5, that over did not hit.
It was on pace in the first half, though.
That's true. The first place New York Football Giants beat the Cincinnati Bengals to move them into I believe they're in first place.
They are in first place. Unbelievable.
Them and the Washington Football Team are both at 4-7, which is sickening to say. Obviously, Cincinnati without Joe Burrow, but to stick in the game, impressive for them to do that.
I'm watching Aaron Rodgers just talk. When is he going to retire? When's he going to leave the Packers? What is this guy going to get out of my life?
Stupid ass fake Southern accent again tonight too. Is he going to do that stupid shit?
Oh my gosh! I mean, nightmares.
No, I'm not bitter though. I swear.
No, I don't.
No, I wasn't. I would never assume that.
I don't care.
The Tennessee Titans run all over the Indianapolis Colts.
The Colts are not good.
Derrick Henry in November, December. Ride that horse as far as you can go.
I was telling Zach tonight, I said, imagine being a grown adult and someone telling you have to try to tackle Derrick Henry. Like, no.
I was watching that game.
On the flip side of that, Boomy, imagine you're a grown adult who's supposed to be an intimidating-ass human being.
Well,
yeah.
I watched the game.
It's not like it's the three of us. You're supposed to be like an NFL middle linebacker. You know?
Yes.
I watched the game, and A.J. Brown was a big man, too.
A.J. Brown's a freak.
He's humongous.
Him and DK Metcalf were on the same goddamn college team.
You either got to tackle Derrick Henry or you got to tackle A.J. Brown.
Couldn't stop anything at Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, they had no quarterback to get him the
ball. If you look at this,
that's the problem.
If you look at that Titans team, they're good. They just, for
the
some
Titans
reason,
have two of the most imposing offensive players with Derrick Henry and, like you said, A.J. Brown, Zach.
Yeah.
You bring those two physical presence against you, and they can do so much damage. It's crazy.
80 or 78 yards for Derrick Henry. Like I said, 45-26.
I'm glad you brought up Brown too, though, Zach. And like that, look at that kick return on the onside kick. Like he takes the ball, recovers it on an onside kick, and returns it 48 yards for a touchdown. Like it's certain players have a knack for making big ass plays like that, and I know that's a freak play, and it takes a lot of things for something like that to come to fruition for no matter who it is.
It takes skill,
but when it's a guy like that, he finds a way to make those plays.
Mm-hmm.
And he, even that touchdown against the Bears, he had what 3 or 4 catches, but he makes one play a game that literally seals the game up, and just it just makes it an unrecoverable, a play. Mm-hmm. Guys like that, just you got to snatch up when you can. They got 2 of them. That's crazy.
In Jacksonville, the Browns take home a 27-25 win to move to 8-3. But guys,
oh my God, boys!
Good, I can't talk. Mike Glennon, 20 of 35, 135 yards.
I mean, we're not gonna stop. We're not gonna redo it. But I spelled Sunday Suday.
Whoops.
Today sucked.
You know what? I'm leaving it in there, boys. I'm leaving it in there.
Leave it in there.
Where do you want me to pick up?
Just keep going.
All right. Mike Glennon coming in for Jacksonville. They're obviously on their third or fourth quarterback. 20 of 35 for 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Baker Mayfield, 19 of 29, had a decent game. They won the game, but I don't know if I trust Baker Mayfield as far as I can throw him, to be honest with you.
That guy, he threw a pick today. That ball was so poorly fucking thrown. It was in the first half, just an unbelievably bad pick inside the 30. And he makes 1 or 2 plays like that a game that are just, it's almost unforgivable.
Yeah,
talented ass guy though. Talented ass guy. He's got a lot of upside to him as well. I don't mean
to tarnish him, but
well, yeah, he's a good book club guy. So it's obviously he knows what he's doing, but. I don't know. The Browns are a good team, I think. I think they might be one of those teams you don't want to face them. I mean, they've got guys who make plays. They really do. When you can throw a Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, regardless of what mistake Baker Mayfield's going to make, you got guys that can make big plays outside of him.
Absolutely. No, I think they're going to be a little dangerous. The best game of the weekend, probably the Vikings hold off the Carolina Panthers 28-27. But if I'm not mistaken, did Dalvin Cook leave the game with an injury?
I'm not sure.
I'm not 100%. I know he was being looked at. He only had 61 yards. But yeah, what a wild game in Minnesota on that one.
Yeah, Minnesota wins that game. Yuck.
What a gross division.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
Gross division.
The Patriots, the Patriots can't decide whether they want to win football games or not because they get the hell beat out of them in games they shouldn't, and then they they beat the Texans, and then they turn around, they beat the Cardinals.
This is bullshit, though. I had the Cardinals money line. The Cardinals were in control of this game for about 3.5 quarters.
And then missed a field goal at the end, under a minute.
Brutal miss, too. Bad. What was it, 45? Or
maybe 45.
Can't have it. Especially a team that you think is might have a chance to make a little bit of a run.
Another team you don't want to see in the playoffs. I think if they can get, their offense is good, but they only scored 17 against a very mediocre New England team.
Definitely.
So we'll see. Definitely. Jets continue to Jets. They lose 20-3 at home versus the Dolphins on 3 points. 3 points. That is the worst.
They are worse than the Bears. They're worse than the Bears.
That's true, and they are. I think they're worse than that.
Yeah, but guess what? They'll probably have Trevor Lawrence next year.
Yep. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah. Except we've never had a quarterback.
Right.
Dude, Maddie, we were watching the game tonight. I'm sorry to go back to this. Where they have this graphic of quarterbacks, whatever. We had Sid Luckman on there again.
Sid Luckman, the guy my dad didn't even see.
Jesus. That's how far we got to go. It was like Jay Cutler, then him.
Sid Luckman didn't qualify for World War II because of age. So this is a guy.
What a fact.
I don't know if it is or not. It sounds real though, so I'm gonna go with it. I had you convinced. That's all that matters is selling it is half the battle. But exactly. I don't know. It's one of those. It's so mind blowing, dude.
You just look at the shirt too. Boom, all the names.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, you look at even Boomy's stupid organization, and they've had 2 in the last 30 years that. Most organizations would be desperate for. They line them up on top of 2 Super Bowls. They don't know how to close the deal, but it's just it is what it is. So I just want somebody that I can be happy about. Just give me somebody. I don't need Patrick Mahomes. We obviously missed the boat there. You don't recover from from misses like that, and frankly, Deshaun Watson isn't that good anyway. I'm just going to say that now again, because if Deshaun Watson was so good, Houston would be better than they are. Houston's the Bears. Houston's no different than the Bears. They're the exact same team.
Man, you do got to give him the fact that they did trade his best receiver away.
Yeah.
Hey,
best receiver in the NFL, probably.
Definitely the best receiver in the NFL. Hey, they got David Johnson though.
That's true.
Can't ever find a good running back. That's for sure.
I don't mean to be rude, boys. But let's get this over with so I can go cry myself to sleep.
The Saints beat a quarterbackless football team.
That.
I think that's the first time in our life we've ever seen that. 31-3. Good on the Broncos for at least scoring 3. That's 3 more than I thought they were going to score.
Yeah, the NFL screwed them over.
Absolutely. Like, come on. Like, you've moved like 4 or 5
games for a lot of different
already.
reasons, and just because it probably doesn't really mean anything because of their record, you make them play. Like, come on.
But I had seen that
and they were trying to do the right thing by saying that like these people are exposed and like stuff like that, and still the NFL just screws them over.
Yeah, I had seen that Denver tried to activate their quarterback coach, so I would love to see
what. Come on, man!
How do you not let them? Come on, how do you not let
that set a bad precedent? Like, dude, like a lot of crazy things are gonna happen this year.
You know what sets a bad precedent? It's fucking COVID.
Yeah.
Precedent. So
what sets a bad precedent is having to watch a practice squad wide receiver attempt to play quarterback. That poor guy had no chance.
Shout out him now, dude. I think Kendall Hinton. He played at Wake Forest as a quarterback for a couple seasons, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I give him credit.
It's one of those things too. Like everybody thinks about, like, what can I do in an NFL game? Well, you can go out, and even if you were a D1 quarterback, you can go 2 for 9 with 3 picks.
Yeah, he was 1 for 9 for 13 yards with 2 interceptions.
Yeah, I'd be so confused on the play calls. Like, what? What is going on here?
Well, it's not like you would think a practice squad wide receiver has like a total grasp of the playbook either.
Well, and if he does, he has it down at wide receiver, not quarterback.
I'm running the X and the Y. I'm not
the
whole goddamn ship here.
Yeah.
Hey, good deal for them for giving him nine attempts in the air game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let him throw the ball a little bit.
Let him wing it. The Rams continue to be plagued by the 49ers. 49ers win 23-20. The Rams, I don't know what it is with the Rams and 49ers.
What they were doing in that game.
Beat.
Jared Goff just kind of stinks. Like, he's a decent quarterback, but like when he's bad, I know when he's bad, he's bad. Bad.
Would you take him in Chicago right now?
Not with his contract.
Oh, that's you
know what I mean? I mean, it's a big contract for a guy like that.
Yeah,
but I would take him as a quarterback. Yes.
Yeah, he's serviceable. Yeah. The Chiefs outlast the Buccaneers. Chiefs jump out to an early lead, hold off the Buccaneers 27-20. But the big story there, who was it? Tyreek Hill, 269 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns. That is absurd. And Tampa's got a good defense, but giving up almost 270 passing yards to one guy, that is insane.
He's very good.
Absolutely. We'll quickly run down the Thursday games. Texans hold off the Detroit Lions 41-25. The Lions are dead. They got Matt Patricia fired. And then the Washington football team rout the Dallas Cowboys 41-16. Tonight we have the Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And Tuesday night, I believe the second Tuesday night game we've seen all year, we will see the Ravens and Steelers that was supposed to be on Thursday night.
So we got some football the next 2 nights. I like that.
I love Tuesday night football. So
I like that a lot.
Matt, you're muted.
God damn it! God forbid you give us 2 games on Tuesday, though. With, Denver giving them a starting quarterback.
Yeah, give me like a 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. start.
Also,
we'll ride it right into the Tuesday night
for letting this Bears game go to the primetime game, it's on you. It's on you.
Yeah, totally agree.
What are you doing? Like, no one wants that. Like, definitely the Chiefs.
I didn't.
Buccaneers game would have been way better in primetime.
Literally every game today would have been better than this dog shit game.
Well, I disagree. The
game?
Raiders and Falcons. No one wanted to see that.
Whatever,
or the Jets attempt to play football.
I'm over it. And yes, I know I spelled Sunday wrong. I don't care. If you're watching this, I don't care.
It happens. That's all we got on the NFL slate
for
this week.
I'm hosting the show.